Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining Storent Holdings Investor Webinar. Today our hosts are Andris Pavlovs, co-founder of Storent Group and chairman of Storent Holdings, and Baiba Onkele, chief financial officer of Storent Holdings. My name is Yanis Dobrovskis, and I'm representative of Redgate Capital, the sales agent of the bond offering. Today we'll be providing you with an overview of Storent Holdings, including operational and financial performance, and introduce you with a new bond offering. After the presentation, we'll have a live questions and answers session. If you would like to ask your question to the company, please use Q&A section underneath the presentation. This webinar will be recorded and afterwards will be available publicly on Nasdaq Baltic YouTube channel. I'm now handing over the microphone to the presenters.
Hello, my name is Baiba Onkele, and I'm working in Storent since day one. This means more than 15 years. Storent is a construction and industrial equipment rental company founded in 2008. We are based in Latvia, and our subsidiaries are in 3 Baltic states, as well as in Sweden and Finland. Our customers are from construction industry as well as entertainment, farming, military, and industrial customers. Right now, we are offering the second tranche of our bond issue in the size of 4.5 million. The offer subscription started this Monday, 25th of September, and it is valid till 9th of October. The coupon rate is 11%, and the maturity date is December 2025. Right now, I will tell more about our company, about Storent Group. So last year, our sales were 45 million, with adjusted EBITDA almost 14 million, and net profit 2.5 million. Our last 6 months results were much better than the last year. So we improved the sales results, EBITDA level, and also EBITDA level. So in 6 months, our net profit was 500,000 compared to last year 6 months, where it was losses 0.4 million. We are owning 11% of the market shares in the Baltic. We are leader in rental process digitalization and online sales. Our team is more than 200 employees in 5 countries. We have 26 rental depots. Our equipment fleet and replacement value is 160 million euros. And we offer our customers more than around 25 different product groups. Right now, our financials are very stable. So our assets consist mostly of the fixed assets, which we estimate at the end of this year will be 79%. Our equity is significant part of the liability side, so we estimate to be 40% in equity ratio at the end of this year. We have also very stable net debt EBITDA ratio. So in 6 months, it was 1.3, and at the year end, it should be around 1.7. So our history started 15 years ago when two managers of the Storent Group, Andris Pavlovs and Andris Bisnieks, established new rental company with the aim to become one of the most efficient rental companies in the Europe. So they invested 1 million, and they found an investor from Iceland, Jon Heidi Gudmundsson, who invested 5 million. So 4 million. So we started with the 5 million equity. Right now, our equity is 23 million. We started our operations where at the same time also financial crisis started. So we had a great challenge to start business. Well, very turbulent circumstances, but we were very brave and started to open more and more subsidiaries, started work with a split rent model, and in few years we became number 3 player in the Baltics. So in 2014, our majority owner became the Darby Fund. So that allowed us to expand furthermore to Nordics. So we bought the company in Finland, opened operations in Sweden from the greenfield, and also we were very lucky to buy Kramo operations in Latvia. That allowed us to be #1 in Latvia. In 2018, we started also the bond issue, and it helped us to expand our operation. The very last changes in the owner structure happened last year, December, where the fund exited from the owner structure. And right now we are 100% Latvia-based company with equally owned by two private persons, Andris Paulos and Eri Esta. So right now, Storent Holdings consists of two separate groups, Storent Investments and Cell Investments, which will be merged very soon after also the issuing of this second bond tranche. Andris Paulos and Eri Esta, they are also good friends from the MBA study. So right now we have a refreshed start of our further growth because both owners see the same way how the company and holding should develop further. So we have also very experienced management team. We are proud of group management team. Many of the team members work over 20 years in the rental industry. Let's say it's quite heavy industry, but we like this industry because it's very active, and that allows us to implement different changes. In each country, we have also country management team, mostly consisting of country manager, sales manager, also technical manager, and then financial managers. So our geography. So we are very strong in the Baltic states. Baltic state income makes 2/3 of the Storent total group income. In Latvia, we are the strongest with 12 rental depots around all Latvia, and Latvia entity generates 35% of total income. The second comes the Lithuania with 22% of the total income from Storent Group and 6 rental depots. And Estonia makes 10% sales from the group's total sales. We definitely want to grow stronger in Estonia. And yes, our aim is to also expand geographically in Estonia and be much closer to our biggest competitors. In Baltics, we are general rental company offering to customers the wide range of rental equipment, also different kind of services like transportation, assembling, and operators. But when we look at the Nordic countries, so we are more specialized in specific product groups. So in Finland, we have 3 rental depots in Helsinki, Tampere, and Oulu, and we are specialized in crane and access equipment. We have very skilled crane operators, and we can provide customers with very difficult project solution. And in Sweden, we have 1 rental depot in Stockholm with 10 employees, and we are specialized in telehandlers. So one of our core value is our equipment, and we tend to keep it in very good shape and very wide range of different models and products for our customers. The largest product group is aerial lifts and working platforms. We are very strong also in earth moving equipment, and as I mentioned, also telescopic handlers and forklifts. So Finland makes very strong incomes in the cranes. The site units are a very important part of the job sites when the project starts. We are very good experts also in generator equipment, and then comes very wide range of smaller equipment. So the replacement value of our fleet is 160 million euros. So 84% of this is owned by Storent, and 16% we split rent from other vendors. The market value of our equipment is 15 millions, but book value is around 27 millions in the beginning of this year. This means that our fleet is much more worth than it's reflected in our financial reports. And this year we focus on renewal of our fleet. We already invested around 6 millions, and additional 6 millions will be invested in the last months of this year. So we see that market is ready for the new products, and that helps also our customers to improve their efficiency, since we bring the more modern products with a wide range of functionalities. So in the market shares, we are number one in Latvia, owning 22% of the market share. The Cramo acquisition in 2017 helped us to come to this number one place. We are number three, very strong position also in Lithuania, and number three with smaller market share in Estonia. The Nordic construction equipment market is much more bigger, so there our market share is significantly smaller, but that gives us a very good opportunity to take more customers and increase our growth there. So about our customers, so we have in total 44,000 customer agreements signed in our system, and our customer base is very wide. So the top 20 customers top 50 customers generate only 22% of the total revenue. So we have covered very wide range of the construction industry and as well as other industry. So from the construction industry is definitely civil construction that consists of residential buildings, also industrial and shopping centers, logistics centers, also road infrastructure works, which makes very big role right now when Rail Baltica project is happening. Also, we rent our equipment to manufacturers when they do technical inspections, so they need equipment to maintain their equipment. Also, renovation makes a big role in our equipment range. So we participated in also very visible renovation project like church in Riga center, Old Town. Very interesting industry is entertainment and events. So we have served many famous concerts. So we are very reliable partner with no mistakes in the energy flow. Also, farming are our customers, and military industry, which is generating more and more in recent time. We are accepted partner for all NATO armies who are coming here for training. So especially in recent years, this part of this income is growing. About construction markets, so in the beginning of this year, we heard in the media quite a lot that this industry will suffer and will be quite a big drop down, but actually the numbers statistic for Q1 and Q2 show that Estonian and Latvian markets are growing.
Sorry,
yeah,
Lithuanian and Latvian markets.
Lithuanian and Latvian markets are growing on average of 15% in each quarter. This means that actually industry is much healthier than it was expected. Yes, Estonia is decreasing, but also there we see that projects start to develop. So the situation is not as bad as it was, let's say, promised. And how we see the construction equipment industry, it definitely should grow much more than construction market, because the inflation is very high, and salaries increase. So construction companies need to look for the efficiency, and using equipment and rental equipment, since the financing is limited for them also, is the way how they could improve their efficiency. And then I give word to Andres Paulos.
Thank you, Baiba, for your part of presentations. And yes, I am Andris Pavlov. I am one of the founders of Storent, and right now I am one of the owners of Storent Holdings. I am chairman of the board. Baiba presented mainly historical facts and situations, what actually happened today, but I would like a little bit take your time and explain about the difference between us and other rental companies. From the day one when we established the Storent, I thought, and actually my partner accepted, we focus significantly not only on equipment investments. Of course, it's necessary. You have to have good equipment. You have to equipment which customers accept. You have to have perfect team. It's definitely should be in place, because without people and without a good team, you cannot do anything. Only with equipment. But of course, we understood one thing at that time, that a lot of company didn't put enough resources to develop IT. Actually, at that time, and still, there are a lot of rental companies, for example, working in different countries with different solutions. They cannot see in one business intelligence tool the situations in all countries. They cannot understand actually what's happened in real time in these countries. And from day one, a lot of money invested in development of IT solutions. We understood that this is the future where we have to go, because without advanced solutions, we will not be able we would not be able to be most effective than other rental companies. Actually, today everybody talking about digitalizations. Today everybody talking about some innovations. But actually, we start our journey in this, I would say, not easy way already in 2008. In 2010, we had already online web page, online e-market, where our customers could rent everything through the online. And it's not happened like before COVID or just after COVID. Because of the COVID, we start this to do already in 2008, prepare for these changes in the futures. And we understood that we should automatize all the processes, internal processes. Actually, our IT focus, it's going two directions. One, it's an internal business process and automatization of this internal business process. And second one, our cooperations with our customers. And actually, to be efficient, we need to automatize all internal processes. Actually, we would like that our people not spend a lot of time for doing jobs for example, like our salespeople, like secretary jobs, getting some orders, putting in a systems. They are not secretaries. They are experts of rental industry. They have to go to the customers, help them to choose correct equipment for correct projects, for specific projects. They have to help them and give some solutions to our customers. This is the job what must do our salespeople, not like to be the secretary of our customer. And of course, we try to all these processes instead of people, we want that instead of people, all these things do machines. And actually today, people putting online reservations, these reservations immediately come to our systems. Our systems automatically give some credit rating, it gives some credit limits, it's check availability of equipment, it's assign specific equipment to these reservations. And actually our order from the customers in a couple of minutes, it's already on a customer consultant computer desktop, and actually already together with the transport, together with the truck which we will use to deliver this equipment with specific already driver. And we actually our job of our customer service just to take from the shelf equipment and an agreed time to put this in a machine, in a car, in a truck, and to deliver to customers. And of course, we can see also all the steps of delivering of this equipment. And actually, all our customers can sign all orders, all delivery notes, return notes using Smart ID. And actually, we automatize all process, sales management, sales management. We did this with customer service management, technical divisions, financial management. Actually, we can get profit and loss statement for specific drill. We can get profit and loss statement for specific tractor, for example, in specific locations, in depot, for example, in Tallinn, or in depot in Vilnius, or in depot in Jelgava. It's so advanced systems which actually helps us to make correct decisions in correct time. And actually, we all the time working proactively. We are not waiting results, for example, August, September results, and we will know September results, I don't know, in mid of October. We already, every day in September, we have estimations of our September results, and we can focus on specific product groups, we can focus on specific regions to increase our sales in September already right now, not just making some conclusions in October when it's already too late. And yes, and if you see on a graph here, we are doing all these automatizations to increase efficiency of our employees. For us, it's very important how much we are doing for one person. And our target for this year, it's 200 for one person. But in some countries, like in Sweden, we are already doing 250. In some countries, it's already like in Latvia, we are doing 200. In some countries, still we need to improve our results, especially, for example, Estonia. We still need to improve. It's not more than 140. But this is, we understand this, we know how to do, and we know how to improve this efficiency. Baiba, please, next slide. And this is example of our customer portal, our customer cabinet, which we already created in 2010. You should understand this. This is not, as I said, just before or after COVID. Because of the COVID, we already start to work with this in 2010. But we didn't have one small element at that point of time. We cannot authorize our customers through the online. Actually, we are renting equipment, very expensive equipment. And for us, it's very important that persons who makes order, who sign digitally delivery notes, return notes, it's authorized persons. We understand actually who is it. or this person is authorized to do this or not. And when I saw first time Smart ID, I understood this is the last point. Actually, this is the last which we need to fully automatize our process with the customers. And actually using Smart ID, it's very convenient to understand who is in front of phone or who is in front of computer, and we know this person can do something or cannot do something. Actually, when we were the first who start to use, I think, Smart ID very intensively, I would say aggressively, yes, in another business than banks. It starts from banks in Latvia. Yes, the same solutions in Lithuania, mobile signatures, and for Estonia we have the same solutions. But first people we just took, and actually with our customers we went to the bank branch to put this Smart ID on actually they telephones. It's not very easy digitalizations. Now, yes, we have very good results, almost 50% our orders coming from online. This is not about just we want to get everything through the online. This is, as I said to you, efficiency of our people. If somebody calling our salespeople or customer service, they have to spend some time to understand what the customers need and put this in a system. Sometimes they are working like a secretary. We would like to eliminate this process. Of course, it's possible when customer know what equipment they would like to rent. But in some cases, if the customers don't know, they are welcome to call our salespeople, customer service, because they will give solutions for our customers. And today, 50% coming from online, 95% of all documents signed digitally. Actually, this is maybe sounds very simple, but if we are looking on the biggest rental companies today, who is working in Europe, they still don't have, I don't know, 20-30% of solutions which we have at the moment in place in our company. And we are really using these solutions. We are not saying that, okay, you can order online. Some big companies, I don't want to mention the names, but they are putting targets, I don't know, in 2-3 years to reach online orders 10-20%. They start to copy digital signatures. They start to implement some digital signatures in their software. It's very good in common for all industry, for all rental industry. But this digitalization makes Storent most innovative company, rental company, I would say, in Europe, definitely. Because I know a lot of rental companies, I know their solutions, I know how they are working, and actually historically I've been working for 7 years in Ramadan. And I would like to say this success of Storent, this consists of 3 important parts. First of all, this is people. Second, this is the right equipment which actually customers need. And third one, this is digitalization, innovations, which we are changing the rules of the game. We are changing not only how works the Storent, we are changing the industry. Actually, today I published my interview in investor clubs, and it will be also translated to Lithuanian and Estonian language, and we will publish it on our webpage. And maybe you can read it also, because I explain a little bit more what I'm thinking about the future of rental industry in general, and where we are going and what we are changing. Actually, this makes us most innovative rental company in Europe. Baiba?
Yes, and here 2 slides about our financials. So of course you can study them more detailed, but I want to mention one thing that before last year, our main group company was Storent Investments, and historical data might look a little bit different, but here is presented pro forma numbers, which actually show the real situation of Storent Group financials. Yes, and as I mentioned, the numbers are very stable, and in 6 months they improved, and also the estimation for the full year to 2023 is positive. And yes, continuing with the game changer, we are game changer also related to the funds, how we get the funds for our business. So we are the only equipment rental company listed in the Nasdaq Baltics. So right now we are with the 3rd bond issue, with 2nd tranche of the 3rd bond issue. So we did it 2 times successfully, and now the 3rd time is more focused also on the retail investor. We were very happy to for the issue in the June, where was more than around 1,000 investors, and as you can show also the trading with our bonds is active in the stock exchange.
I would like to add a little bit here also from my side. I would like to say big thanks to everybody who believe in Storent and who invested personal money in Storent bonds. It's very important for us for future developments, and this trust which we've got almost from more than 1,000 people, it's very important for us, and we respect and we believe that it will significantly increase, let's say, our ability to develop the company. I would like to say one more time thanks to all of our investors. Actually, we thank you very much. It was a little bit surprising for me that we are raising the bonds from thousands of people, because previous raising issue of the bonds, the number of investors was not a little bit more than 100 actually. And this is, we work in these directions. We believe that it's possible, but it was a great result, and we would like to say thanks to everybody.
I will now shortly go over the main terms of the new bond issue. I would like to remind that any investment decision should be based on the prospectus and final terms available at storent.com website. So now I'd like to highlight key terms. This is the 2nd tranche that will supplement the already existing bond issue. Total size of the 2nd tranche is 4.5 million. Maturity date is 21st December 2025, and interest rate is fixed at 11% per year. The main financial covenants are net debt to EBITDA, which for this issue shall not be higher than 2.5, and equity ratio limit, which shall not be lower than 35%. Issue price for this 2nd tranche is slightly above the nominal value of 100 euros per one bond due to accrued interest. Offering ends on Monday, October 9th at 15:30 Riga time. Results will be announced on October 10th, and issue date is October 12th, when the newly issued bonds will also be listed on the Nasdaq Baltic bond list. In order to subscribe for the bonds, you need to open a securities account at any major bank or brokerage company in the Baltic, among the Baltic banks, and submit order. Depending on the bank, it could be in a manual form or automated. For this tranche, we have specified that the bonds will be allocated to investors on a so-called first come first served basis, meaning that if the demand exceeds supply, then those bond orders who come earlier will be also satisfied in the first order. So thank you for the presentation. Now let's proceed with the questions and answer session. Reminder to ask your questions to the company, please use Q&A window. So I will now read through the questions that were submitted before the webinar, starting with the first one. And what is the strategy for Nordic operations when those are expected to become profitable? Andris?
I will explain. In Nordic countries, already this year, in Sweden, we will be profitable. We will be. We had, I think, small profit already this year. What we are doing differently, if we compare with the Baltic countries, we are focusing only on specific groups. We are not general rental company. And now we are focusing significantly on telehandlers in Sweden. And we invested a lot in these machines. We are buying big machines, big Manitou, 25 meters rotating. And we already delivered 3 or 4, and it will be up to the end of this year, around 11 machines we will buy and we will rent to the customers. We have big fleets of Manitou additionally to existing fleet. We have a big fleet of Manitou and we are focusing on specific product group. We are thinking what to add else to these product groups, but in Sweden we have very small team, 10 persons, but they are very effective. We have sales more than 200 per persons already in this year. If we are talking about Finland, Baiba already said we have 3 outlets, and we are focusing on the cranes and access equipment, access and lifts equipment. And we are significantly we increasing our fleet, we replacement all equipment, and of course we will continue to focusing on these specific groups to increase profitability of this product group. But to be profitable in Finland, we need increase investments and we need deliver new equipment. What we are doing, and actually for that reason we also issue the bonds to increase investments. We use a lot of bank financing, but also we need some money for down payments. We need some money to organize to invest in equipment, which actually not possible to finance using banks. Actually, this is also one of the reasons why we are issuing the bonds.
Thank you, Andris. The next question is, please explain a big deviation between EBITDA and net income in 2022. Baiba?
If I understand correctly, question, it's about the Storent Investments Group, which previously issued the bond, and financial result of Storent Investments Group and Storent Holdings. Numbers which are presented here in pro forma. Last year, December, the new holding of Storent Group was established, and the merger of 2 groups, Storent Investments and Cell Investments, was done in the new holding. So this means that actually the correct picture of the Storent Group can be seen fully after this year consolidated report. But the more detailed numbers are available in this presentation.
I would like to maybe add a little bit. We are putting in all our presentations pro forma figures actually to explain more simply. It's results what they would be if the Storent Investments together with the Cell Investments already worked for the whole 2022, and we believe, we know this is the right figures which you can use to understand real operations of Storent Holding, because audited annual reports which we had for 2022, it's actually it does not correspond then to real figures, because this is only figures of Storent Holding and Storent Investments, excluding selected investments. And also it's recognized some profit because of the merge of these Storent investment and selected investments. But in all our presentations and also in all our reportings, we try to exclude all these figures which we probably difficult to understand, and we are putting real reports which shows real figures and real results of our operation.
Thank you. I will read the next question. By raising funds on the market, stock market price tends to go south. What is your message to shareholders? If I may answer the question, well, first of all, I would like to point out that the offer is about bonds. It's a bond issue, and I believe for those investors who intend to hold the bond to maturity, which is only slightly more than 2 years, there should be no problem with the secondary changes in prices on the secondary market. The next question is about minimum investment. It is one bond, slightly more than 100 euros. And the last question that was sent before the webinar was about risks. What are the risks until the maturity of the bond? All the major risks are included in the prospectus as well as in this presentation. Also, we have highlighted risks which we think might be higher, medium, or low impact. So then we have a number of questions that we received during the webinar. I will read them now. Companies' rental prices, are the companies' rental prices competitive compared to other rental companies such as Ramirent and Cramo? Andris?
Yes, I will explain. Actually, there is some rent market price, and if we are looking on the rental industry, the price are not growing so significantly like maybe in some other industries. And actually, all main players working more or less with the same prices. Usually, customers want to get offer from all of them. Main players in Latvia, it's probably Ramirent and Storent. In Lithuania, Ramirent, Cramo, Storent, and also there are a lot of small local players. But the price is more or less on the same level in all rental companies. Biggest difference, this is service level. This is most important for customers. Quality of equipment, and of course, we are absolutely different in digitalizations and how we are working with our customers. It's very easy, and a lot of customers respect this and like the way how we are working, and maybe sometimes is ready to pay a little bit more for that. Not coming to outlet, not talking by phone, but making order online.
Thank you. And the one more question is about why issue a 2.5-year bond with a high interest rate? If you can repay the base price of the bond in only 2.5 years, wouldn't it make more sense to wait 2.5 years and save up the money? Well, here we would like to point out that the proceeds of this bond issue go to refinance the previous bond issue that is already completed, and to refinance a loan from the previous shareholder, as well as to finance growth of the company.
Yes, we are using the bonds for investments. It's very important because we need to buy equipment, as I said, which we not able to get financing from the banks. For example, aluminium towers, scaffolding. There are a lot of groups, but with very good paybacks, with very good results, with very good profitability. We need money to refinance some old liabilities, and also we are looking for some M&A, probably in nearest future. We have a couple of targets, but we cannot mention them at the moment. We are looking for some Baltic companies, to buy some Baltic companies. Also, we have targets in Finland, and probably up to the end of this year, maybe we will have some acquisitions. Not big ones, but we are not looking for very big acquisitions, but we are looking for acquisitions which could fit to our operations. With especially, it's very important to have this contact with the previous owners and to get them on a board at least for next couple of years.
Okay, thank you. All questions are now answered. The recording of the webinar. Excuse me, there is one more question. Isn't the bond price a nominal of 100 euros with lowering the annual interest rate to an actual 10.35%? Well, the bond price mentioned in the final terms is 100% excluding accrued interest and slightly more than 100% including accrued interest. Therefore, the total yield is 11%, the same as coupon rate. So as now all the questions are answered, the recording of the webinar will soon be available online. Please follow Storent announcements to stay up to date with company's news. Thank you for joining us today.
Thank you.
Thank you very much for your time. Thank you. Bye.